You've eaten thousands of bananas in your lifetime. You've peeled them, sliced them, tossed them in smoothies, and grabbed them on your way out the door. But have you ever, even once, stopped and asked, why is this thing curved? Not straight, not round, curved, like a little yellow boomerang sitting in your fruit bowl. Welcome to TinyButWise, where we take the small things you ignore every day and reveal the big truths hiding inside them. And I know what you're thinking. It's just a banana. It grows that way. But that's exactly the kind of answer that sounds right. And is only half the truth. Because the real reason bananas are curved goes deeper than biology. It touches evolution, survival, gravity, and a farming decision made decades ago that changed the shape of every banana on every supermarket shelf around the world. Yes, really. So let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why wild bananas, the ones nature actually designed, look almost nothing like the ones you buy at the store? Have you ever thought about the fact that the banana you eat today is actually a clone? And here's the one that might genuinely keep you up tonight. What if the curve of a banana isn't natural at all, but something humans quietly engineered without most of us ever knowing? Let's go back to the very beginning. Thousands of years ago, bananas grew wild across Southeast Asia, in places like Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. And those original bananas? They were nothing like what you're picturing right now. They were stubby, firm, and packed with hard seeds the size of pebbles. You couldn't just peel one open and eat it. You had to work for it. These bananas were small, starchy, almost savory, survival food, not snack food. But here's the thing about nature. It's always optimizing. And bananas, even in the wild, started developing a very specific growth pattern. They grew in clusters called hands, and those clusters hung downward from a central stem called the bunch. Now picture this. You're a banana. You're hanging upside down from a tree in a tropical rainforest, and the sun is above you. What do? You grow toward the light. You bend. You curve upward, reaching for the sun even as gravity pulls you down. That curving motion, that iconic shape, isn't a design flaw. It's a survival response. Scientists call it negative geotropism. In plain English, the banana grows against gravity, bending away from the earth and toward the light. Every single curve on every single banana you've ever seen is the result of that ancient, instinctive reach toward the sun. Now hold that thought, because here's where the story takes a sharp left turn. The banana sitting in your kitchen right now is almost certainly a variety called the Cavendish. And the Cavendish didn't become the world's most popular banana by accident. It was chosen, selected, mass-produced on a global scale. But before the Cavendish took over, the world ate a different banana, the Gros Michel. People who tasted it said it was creamier, sweeter, and richer than anything we eat today. Old-timers who remember it say the Cavendish doesn't even come close. So what happened to the Gros Michel? It was wiped out, almost entirely. In the 1950s, a soil fungus called Panama disease, a strain of Fusarium wilt, swept through banana plantations across Central and South America and destroyed the Gros Michel crop on a catastrophic scale. Farmers had no choice. They switched to the Cavendish, which was resistant to that particular strain of the fungus. And just like that, an entire generation grew up eating a replacement banana without ever knowing the original was gone. But here's what this has to do with the curve. When banana companies shifted to mass-producing the Cavendish, they needed uniformity. Every banana had to look the same, travel the same, stack the same, survive shipping containers crossing entire oceans. And the natural curve of the banana, that beautiful arc shaped by sunlight and gravity, became something to be managed, measured, and standardized. The angle of the curve, the length of the banana, the thickness of the peel, all of it became part of the industrial formula. The curve you see today isn't just nature's work. It's nature's work, refined by human hands and optimized for global commerce. And now for the part that genuinely blew my mind when I first learned it. Ready? The banana you eat is a seedless, sterile clone. It cannot reproduce on its own. Every Cavendish banana on Earth comes from cuttings, tiny offshoots taken from existing plants and replanted by farmers. There is no natural reproduction happening. No seeds, no genetic variation. Every single Cavendish banana is genetically identical to every other Cavendish banana. That means the banana you ate for breakfast this morning is, biologically speaking, the same banana someone ate in a supermarket in London, in Cape Town, in Tokyo, and in Sao Paulo on the same day. One fruit, one shape, one curve, replicated billions of times across the entire planet. Now think about what that means. Because here's the gut punch. The same thing that killed the Gros Michel, that fungus that targeted a genetically uniform crop and wiped it out, is happening again. Right now, a new strain called Tropical Race 4 or TR4 is spreading through Cavendish plantations across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. And because every Cavendish is genetically identical, there is no natural resistance. If TR4 fully takes hold the way Panama disease did in the 1950s, the Cavendish could be gone within decades. The banana as we know it, that curved, yellow, perfectly portable snack, might be living on borrowed time. So when you look at a banana and see that curve, you're not just seeing a quirk of nature. You're seeing the result of millions of years of evolution, a desperate pivot by the global farming industry, the extinction of a beloved fruit most people never got a taste, and the ticking clock of a crisis that most people have no idea is already underway. The curve of a banana is, in a way, the curve of human history. It bends toward the sun, yes, but it also bends toward our choices, our appetites, our economies, our shortcuts, and our consequences. Here's what I want you to walk away with today. The next time you grab a banana, at breakfast, at the gym, from a vending machine, look at it for just a second longer than you normally would. That curve took millions of years to develop. It survived jungles, funguses, shipping containers, and global supply chains. It represents a fruit that the world nearly lost once and may lose again. And it's hanging there in your hand, quietly curved, like it has a secret. Because it does. Nature doesn't do anything by accident. And neither, it turns out, does the humble banana. If you found this video valuable and learned something new, do us a favor, like subscribe to TinyButWise and share it with your loved ones. Now your turn. Drop a comment with the next topic. We read every comment, and the best suggestion gets a shout out. See you there.